Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for May 16th to May 22nd. So as I was shuffling your cards, I really kind of felt like the sacral chakra is going to be the dominant player here for some of you. So I felt like this really nice energy of just being really comfortable in your skin and just really enjoying like yourself in the sense, like really appreciating yourself. You know, it's like really liking who you are, or liking, I don't know, even the way you look. It's just really, there's a really nice confidence, healthy self-esteem. I feel like some of you may also have been working on, or could be working on, more of like a positive mindset in the way that you speak to yourself, being more kind, being more, I'm hearing the word compassionate and generous with yourself as well. So I think that there's like a really beautiful inner growth or blossoming that's kind of happening, and it's starting to show outwardly as well in your life. So not just in the things that you're attracting, but also in the way that you're expressing yourself out into the world. So the way the outside world is seeing you is also, really matching the way you're seeing yourself. And that's what it is. That's how I feel like these things work. So that's really showing up beautifully for you this week. So I really felt an opening, a blossoming of the sacral chakra, really getting in touch with your sensuality, your passions, really just I just really feel like liking who you are, liking what you bring to the table, liking what you're about, just being really comfortable with yourself is really, really nice here. I like this. Okay, so what is a theme here? Okay, that's the card that wants to come through. Power. Beautiful. So this, I feel like, is a lot more of the solar plexus a lot of times, but look at this. I mean, it's your power. It's who you are. It's being really happy with yourself and tapping into that. I feel like some of you may even be having like a breakthrough in that space. Maybe a lot of things that may have been blocking you from being able to fully embrace yourself, to fully enjoy who you are, to like who you are, to see yourself in a positive light. For those of you who if you have been struggling with that, I feel like there's some positive movement forward here. If you've been working on your confidence, your self-esteem, that kind of thing. So that's a nice energy, the energy that I'm feeling here. So maybe like a mix of the solar plexus and the sacral is going to give you like a nice week here. I also feel like you're going to, this energy that you're embodying or that you're kind of exploring and navigating through is also going to help you channel some creative ideas as well. And I feel like it's going to, you're not also going to really think too much on it as well. I feel like it's something that, okay, well, if that's what I want to do, if that's what I'm kind of being led towards, let's go see what that leads to. Who knows? Let's find out, kind of thing. So I like that. There's a really free kind of, a free mindset. A free spirit, just kind of, let's go explore. Let's go do this. I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling it. Let's go. Let's do it. So that's the vibe that I'm getting here. Let's look into your tarot for this week. Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful. Yeah. So with this Eight of Pentacles, see, this is not just about, what I'm seeing here is not just about the work that you're doing, which you are in the process of, maybe some of you have like multiple things that you're working on, and they're all kind of weaving together into this big, beautiful picture. So maybe some of you have multiple jobs, or you have like a main job and then you're kind of doing some side things as well. But a lot of you are working very hard in weaving this beautiful vision of your life, and kind of dispersing your energy into the things that really matter to you, the things that you see will contribute to the bigger picture as a whole. And a lot of this work is also your inner work as well, because that also contributes to, this beautiful vision that you have for yourself. So maybe it's not just about what career you're doing, but also how you want to see yourself, or how you want to feel in your life. What kind of friendships you want to attract, what kind of relationships you want to attract, or, it's like you're laying down the bricks, so you're stacking all the pebbles onto the side of, what you want to see happen for you. You're kind of placing your bets, you're investing your energy. So with the Eight of Pentacles here, I'm kind of seeing in a more general sense, where am I investing my energy, and how does it play into the greater picture of my life and my vision? And that's where your focus is on. And it's really, really kind of transforming the energy here for you. And even if you don't see kind of things showing up in the physical world just yet, or maybe it's kind of slow moving, just kind of use the indicators, like the smaller things that you kind of see showing up here for you as indicators that you're moving in the right direction. So just keep going with that. It will build momentum. Nine of Cups. Yeah, love that. And contentment, happiness, joy, flow. Wow, see, look at these cards. Empress, so abundant, shining bright. Very beautiful energy. I like the readings here so far. The energy seems really, really powerful. Okay, let's look into the Eight of Pentacles here. Wow, Ace of Cups. So there's something that you're working on here that's attracting a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. And I feel like there's also this, like, washing away is the word I'm hearing, washing away of the old, things that have grown stagnant, things that are no longer serving you, because there's like this fresh supply of energy that's starting to kind of really pour in here. And there's an awakening in the heart chakra as well with the Ace of Cups. In the Eight of Pentacles, this is you filling your own cup. This is you working towards giving yourself all the things that make you come alive. So there's an empowerment to this energy here with the Eight of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. This is about, I'm not going to wait around for life to just kind of bring me, it will, but it's like, you're not just going to sit there and be like, well, I'm just going to wait for it to come. I see you really kind of taking that into your own hands, seeing yourself as powerful, seeing yourself as someone who is capable of manifesting whatever it is that you want in your life by putting action and work and being focused on what it is that you want. So I feel like your priorities are in such a good place here, and you know who you are, you know what it is that you're wanting. And so I feel like with this Ace of Cups, this is about you making a commitment to yourself, to working towards giving yourself an Ace of Cups. Kind of, you're bringing that into you. This is about an overflow of emotional happiness. And you're like, I'm going to make myself happy. I'm going to bring that to myself. I'm going to cultivate that from within in whatever areas I need to. So it's like you're being very analytical about it in a way as well. It's almost like making these bullet points of what is it that I want in my life, and where do I want to be, and how can I give that to myself? How can I bring that to myself? What kind of, what do I still need to learn? What do I still need to work on? And I'll do that. So I really love that mindset. So I felt like mindset this week is going to be very powerful. It's going to be in the positive direction here for you as well. Four of Pentacles. So this is all about stability. This is all about building foundations. I'm also seeing here with the Four of Pentacles, there may be a message here about kind of breaking out of a comfort zone as well with the Four of Pentacles, because a lot of times Four of Pentacles can also be this very protective energy of kind of holding on to what we have because that's where we feel safe. But there may be something new, something different that life wants to bring to us, or just kind of guiding us towards, that may ask us to come out of our comfort zone. So for the Four of Pentacles here, there may be something that comes up this week or in the near future where life is going to ask you to kind of step out of that comfort zone, but it's to contribute to this this beautiful vision that you have for your life and these dreams that you want to manifest for your life. So I do see that coming in for some of you. It's going to be something that is a bit different from what you were expecting. It's not in a negative light. It's just different. Your focus may not have just been in that direction, but it plays a role. It plays a part in what you're asking for or what you're working towards. And it's almost like, spirit kind of showing you something you may not have seen, or you may have missed, or you may have just not thought of. You may not have really thought of that specific thing that's coming towards you to do as a career. But when you do it, you realize you really love it. So with the Four of Pentacles, I'm kind of seeing here to step out of. There may be something here that comes up that's going to challenge you to step out of a comfort zone. What else do we need to know with the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, the Chariot. Beautiful. And what I'm hearing is it will come to you when you're ready for it. So it's almost like, even if it's something that's a bit unexpected, when it shows up for you, you will get this inner knowing of, oh yeah, I'm ready for this. I know how to do this, or this totally makes sense. I can see where this is going. I can see how, Spirit would bring me something like that, or I get it. So I feel like with the Chariot card, there is something that will come towards you when it's like the perfect moment or the perfect time, just enough discomfort to get you to really, it's like the perfect amount, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just enough challenge to kind of get you to really get excited about sinking your teeth into something new to help you grow and expand is the vibe that I'm getting here with the Chariot. It's almost like something that's going to make life a bit more interesting. The Hierophant. I love that. Yeah, because this is all about the bigger picture, the bigger plan. And I feel like where you're moving towards, Spirit is kind of, or you're going to be able to tap in and really see how Spirit's bigger picture or bigger plan for you. You can also kind of take this as something that comes in here for you is going to cause you to look back and look at the trajectory of your life and see how all the pieces are starting to fit. So there's a wisdom behind something that's really manifesting for you. So even if they're, whatever you're in, whatever you do for work or whatever it is that you are working towards, the thing itself may not be entirely as you would categorize spiritual. Like you could just do, something that, the outside world, society wouldn't really categorize as spiritual, but there's something about the journey to there. But there's something about, like the vibe underneath it, the energy underneath it, what you're being led to, how you're being guided there, how you got there, that is very spiritual and just kind of all makes sense. It just kind of all brings you back to this place of, I don't know, it's like, I get it. You're going to just feel that. I get it. I totally see how everything kind of fits together now. So I'm getting that vibe with the Hierophant here. Six of Cups. Beautiful. Love this. So this is all about returning to your inner child is what I'm seeing here. A lot of times this could be, connections from the past, not just love. This could also be friendships as well. Actually, I'm seeing friendship more. So there may be a reconnection here with someone who, a very good friend of yours, or this could also be you returning back to more of a playful side of you, a childlike curiosity, kind of like chasing, again, like, chasing those curiosities, whatever kind of comes up for you. Let's go do that. Why are we waiting? Why are we holding back? Kind of letting yourself be more free, like that free spirit energy is really coming through here. And I kind of feel like being in that space is actually calling in, maybe people from the past, where once when you were kind of embodying those energies more, it's almost like, it just kind of attracts those relationships again, or relationships that kind of remind you of those connections. So there is something that's gravitating towards you here that's also going to bring out, it's going to help you remember your inner child. It's going to remember a part of you that is more authentic, that is more real. And I feel like that's going to give you more insight into, what it is that you're desiring for your life and what direction you want to go. And it's just going to build upon what you're already building upon. So let's pull one more here for the Six of Cups. Can you clarify the Six of Cups here? I'm also seeing generosity with the Six of Cups here. So you may, this energy space that you're in, you may kind of find yourself wanting to be more giving with others and also receiving as well. I think that that's just as important, to be able to allow ourselves to receive, to replenish as much as we give out, because there's some of us who are so good at giving. But sometimes when it comes to receiving, we can struggle with being open and vulnerable. So I feel like there is a balance here also that's needed with giving and receiving too. So I'm picking up on that message for some of you. And the Queen of Swords. So I feel like if there is someone that kind of comes in here from the past that, there may be you may kind of be in a space of, yeah, you may be in a space of like first thinking about it. I think that you're just being very careful and protective of your energy too. So if there's like a history or a past with someone, I feel like you're going to be in a space of really thinking about, is this really the direction that I want to go in? Because I feel like it may put you at a crossroads, and, you know, maybe the appearance of someone from your past kind of really shifts something into a different, direction. And so it may kind of cause you to think about what it is that you really want, or are you ready for this next stage in your life? There's an arrival of that, especially with that Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a very fast moving energy. It's an energy that also catalyzes a lot of change and growth in our life when it appears in our life. And so there is something here that's coming in that is going to ask you to choose between two different paths, or kind of make some kind of choice for yourself, what it is that you want. With the Two of Wands, I am seeing a very independent energy here. So there may be a path that you take, or some of you are thinking about taking, that kind of sets you apart from maybe the community that you're in or the society that you're in. And that's, I think, is the challenge here, is that whatever it is that you're being challenged to choose between, it has something to do with uprooting, tradition. Maybe even for some of you, it's going to be something that's maybe even a radical move. I mean, it's like, oh, we don't do that, or we don't do that in our family, or we don't do that in our community. But it's something that your heart and soul it's like this, you're a leader in that, you know, you're pioneering into new lands, new territories that is different from where you come from, or what is learned, what is kind of established in the community or the culture that you're in. But the thing about it is that a lot of you are light workers, or you are that's part of your thing. And I think that you know this, so I'm not telling you that you are. I feel like if this resonates, you'll know who you are. So it's almost like some of you know that, you know, part of my purpose, I feel, is to kind of change these maybe kind of set ways that are actually not serving us at all. You know, it could be not some ways of thinking, or the ways that we do things, or our priorities or values, the way my family or my community or where I come from, we tend to kind of place expectations and priorities or value these things. But from what I've seen, from what I've observed, this is not conducive to growth and expansion and the evolution of us as a collective. So I feel like, you know, I can see from this higher perspective, which is where that Queen of Swords comes in. I can see, I have the wisdom, I have the experience from my past experiences that this doesn't work, you know, just from my own experience and from watching the people around me, that this way doesn't work. And I know that I'm going to have to be the one to kind of start walking this way and hope that people follow me, or if they don't, it doesn't matter. You know, it's kind of like, this is just what I have to do for myself. And that's what it is. So I hope that resonates for someone, but that's the energy that I'm picking up on here. Okay. Nine of Cups. So again, with this Nine of Cups, this is all about really having satisfaction and happiness from within, and allowing that happiness to flow out into our world. And you're going to be attracting all the, you know, the energies that resonate with that. So your focus is inward here. So the Three of Wands, which is a very beautiful card. And I also kind of feel like there's something here about, you know, taking a risk, taking a chance, and looking out into the future. So looking out into a new direction, a new path, kind of envisioning for yourself, you know, here I am, I'm at this junction in my life, and I'm ready to kind of, you know, go in this new direction. I know where I want to go. I know where I'm being led to go. It's just a matter of me kind of taking a second to breathe and to just reflect on, okay, I've come this far, and I think I know where my happiness is kind of guiding me towards. And this is all about that, like that pause before the movement. So it's like a moment of silence before things pick up. That sounds really exciting, actually. Okay, Nine of Cups and Three of Wands. Let's clarify this. King of Wands. Yeah. So look at that. That is determination. This is that willpower, that drive. This is that warrior spirit. This is being a leader. I feel like a lot of you are getting ready for an adventure, actually. And so whether this is an actual adventure, going somewhere and doing something new, I really kind of feel like I'm getting this vibe of just kind of going on some kind of exploration or expedition or something. That's the energy that I'm picking up on here. And I feel like this is so in line with your soul that it's going to really catalyze so many shifts in other areas in your life. So the more in alignment you are with who you really are or what you really want, you're just going to feel really free on the inside. And it's just going to be less about what other people expect from you or what they want from you, and more about living from within. So the Page of Wands. Wow. The Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. So there may be something here where, again, that movement is not necessarily happening yet. This is the time for being right where you are. It's like that's where you're building from. That's where you're growing from. And it's about, I feel like a lot of you are finding your power in the moment. Like you're kind of being able to harness that, you're able to harness this creative energy. Even if you're in a place where you know, like you're not going to be there for long, or there's going to be movement coming, there is like a surrender to that moment. Like, you know, you're surrendering to divine timing here with this Hanged Man and the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. You know that your new beginning is coming and that things are happening, but you're planting your seeds right where you are right now and growing them and nurturing them and allowing yourself to just surrender to when the time is right. When it comes, it'll come, and I will know what direction I need to go in. So the surrendering part here is very beautiful. Okay, let's look into the Empress. So very abundant. I feel like a lot of you are going to really be more expressive. You may be just seen more. I feel like there's eyes on you here with the Empress. So a lot of you, again, you know, you're really tapping into that sensual energy of really being comfortable in your skin, really being, maybe a lot of you are even spending time and taking care of yourself. You're improving your diet or you're working out, whatever it is. It's like you're doing something to really, you're glowing in some form or another, whether that's energetically. I think it all kind of mixes in together. The Knight of Swords. Maybe some of you are using your voice here. You're really communicating. You're really showing up as a strong leader. And I feel like a lot of you have a lot of power in your voice. It's like the way you say something or how you say it attracts a lot of attention. And look at that. We have the Three of Pentacles. So keep using your voice or your expression, at least with the Knight of Swords. So whether it's through writing or however you're expressing yourself, it is attracting, attention, like people who want to work with you or people who are more interested in you. They want to know what you're about. They want to maybe even collaborate with you. So there is attention that's being drawn towards you through your expression. So keep kind of building on that and going in that direction here. So Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. What is this about here? I'm going to pull one more, but I am getting a message here. Yeah. Okay. So the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. There may be some things that you are ready to let go of. What I mean by that is like, just, it could have been even things that you were interested in the past. Things that you spent maybe a great deal of time on, things that used to spark your interest. It's like, you know, you're ready to kind of start new things. It's like you're cleaning off the slate. So it's not necessarily the things you're leaving behind were negative or bad, but it's almost like you've outgrown them. You are ready to really embrace different things that are more in alignment with who you are now in your growth. And I feel like you really may take some time this week in some self-reflection to kind of look back and see how far you've come, and also see, you know, find some insight into again, like, how are some of these things that I, worked with, or things that I've built for myself over the years, how they have contributed to where I am now, and how are they playing a part in what I'm creating new for myself? How is it kind of all being decomposed into this beautiful pile of thing, and kind of like being made into something new? It's interesting. I know it's kind of like an interesting metaphor, but I remember I was watching, I was taking one of those master classes with Neil Gaiman, and he kind of talked about this compost heap, like where you take all your ideas and you just like write them down. They don't have to like make sense or fit into any kind of picture, but you just carry like a pocketbook with you. And whenever something kind of comes to you, an inspiration, you just write it down. And he was saying how like at some point it turns into this big heap, but like this compost heap. And it will kind of all converge into something. It'll be made into something. And so I feel like that is the place that you're in. It's like you're looking at some of the things that you've done, other things that you've built, or even within yourself, and how they're taking on their own form. It's like all being decomposed into this beautiful expression, like this. I'm having a hard time explaining it, but I hope it makes sense. But I feel like you're stepping into a new phase of expression. It's like the next level. Let's keep going here. One more. 9 of Wands. I love that. Yeah, because so this is learning from the past. This is about closing up those chapters and knowing what is of value to you, what you want to take forward, what you want to bring with you in this next stage in your life. This is about, there's a lot of cards here about kind of taking a moment, taking a pause, because things are about to pick up. So it's almost like this quiet moment of, okay, this is how far I've come. This is where I've been. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move forward. And you're surrendering to whenever that opens up. It's like when that door opens, I'm going to be here ready to go. And in the meantime, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. So ready for completion, ready for commitment, ready for the real thing, ready to kind of be on your path to establish stability in your life, long-term wealth also, so if you're building a business, you're kind of growing something, whatever path you're about to head on is something for the long term. It's ready for, like the rest of your life kind of thing. It's going to contribute to that. So you may have changes, of course, later on in life, but there's something that you're starting now that's going to be a consistent, it's going to be a constant. And that may also apply with some the connections that you're coming into as well. There may be some connections that you are starting to close up the chapters on, but the newer things that are coming into your life are going to be there for the long haul. They're going to be there for the long term. So very beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at this. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the World card. So beautiful. So I really love how she's kind of bowing to this sphere, and she's almost like bowing to it in reverence, reverence for the journey, gratitude for how far we've come and what we've built for ourselves. And just taking a moment before we kind of step through the portal into this next phase in our life, into this next journey. So it's almost like this incoming energy, this like rumbling of a storm that's and it's not a storm in a negative way. It's kind of like a storm of action. It's things that are about to happen, about to kind of take off, and we're ready for flight. So very, very exciting here. Okay, let's go into some oracle cards. Guidance message for Aquarius. Oh, yeah. See, patience. And I feel like you are actually being very patient. I'm not getting impatient energy from you, Aquarius. I'm actually getting this sense of confidence. Like, it's going to happen. There's no point in like worrying about it. Like it's going to happen. So I feel like that is your power here. Your ability to be able to be grounded in the moment, knowing that change is afoot, that things are going to change, that the portal is going to open at some point or another, and that there is great power in surrendering. There is a lot of wisdom in knowing that Spirit's got this. And there's a lot of wisdom in being able to trust divine timing, because we don't always have the answers, even though we know things are coming or things are changing. We don't always know other factors that are around us that need to change and kind of shift on their own. So I feel like your surrendering is very much your superpower at the moment. So let's do one more here. And this card just flipped over even though I wasn't reaching for this deck. So I'll put this here as well. So you have transformation. I'm joyously centered and safe as wonderful changes occur around me. How beautiful is that? That's exactly what I just said. I love that. That just kind of flipped over me. So thank you for that confirmation, Spirit. Okay, animal guidance for Aquarius this week. Yeah, act as if. Yeah, so see, this is like, I know it. I know it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's coming. I trust my intuition. And I am reorienting my energy, or continuously orienting my energy towards my new path, my new destiny of what I want to see happen in my life. And you're not really feeding the energy into what you're saying goodbye to or what you're leaving. I think that you're more in this place of reverence and gratitude for what it has taught you, for what it has brought you. And I think that's a really beautiful use of that time while we're waiting for kind of things to really transform and be brought into our life, is where we can kind of look at all the things that we're grateful for and all the beautiful lessons that they have taught us in the meantime, as we're kind of inching our way to this new path. So very beautiful, Aquarius. I love this. It's a very evolved way of approaching change. So I love that. Okay, I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for next week. Bye, Aquarius.